How goes it, everybody? This is Rob from Hookah Smoking Caterpillars here with the Shisha review for you tonight. This is like take 5, so honestly, I'm just gonna make this really quick. I apologize for the quality of this video. I'm using my webcam. I'm not using my traditional setup or anything like that. Let's get into the review. I'm gonna be doing my review tonight on Nakhla's double apple flavor. I have in this little alpha here, double apple container that I had laying around. Start off with the cut. It's typical Nakhla cut, standard Nakhla cut. It's red in color, a lot of thick stems in there, which some people don't mind having in their bowl. It's very damp, dry. You're definitely going to want to chop this up before you put it in your bowl or load it up or anything like that, or prepare it. Since it's double wrapped and everything, it comes in a kind of a foil wrap on the outside, but on the inside it's tightly packed in this like a cellophane wrap. So you're definitely going to want to chop it up. You don't want to waste any shisha. That's a shot of the cut. Just kind of, there we go. The smell, off the rip, it definitely has a sweet apple type of smell to it, which is different from what you're going to smell when you first pick it up. When you first pick it up, it kind of has a evident, not so much overpowering, but a licorice type of smell to it, much like the taste. I'll get into that later. But yeah, I'll explain the rest of that as far as different smells and flavors goes with this particular flavor later in the video. Let's get into the taste. By the way, I'm using my 36-inch Paloma Moon Americana oxidized, vortex bowl, 3 cooking Aras, chilled water in the base, standard Amore hose, HD foil. It's been going on for about maybe 35 minutes to 40 minutes. Still going pretty strong. Let's get into the taste. Right now, it definitely, this is like maybe I've had this for about maybe 4 or 5 days. Right now it has a very sweet apple, traditional apple flavor to it, which is really good as far as compared to the original flavor. When you first pick it up, it's definitely going to have a very, very overpowering licorice flavor to it. That kind of strayed me away from this flavor. I was kind of wary picking it up. I had smoked this flavor before, but it was a while ago, so I really didn't remember much about it. There's a way to kind of control this video or this shisha, and what I mean by that is when you first pick it up, like I said earlier, it's going to have a very overpowering licorice flavor. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't really like licorice flavors, like myself. And they're kind of picking up this flavor to go more towards the traditional sweet apple type of flavor to it, or that they would expect. And there's a way to do that. What you're going to want to do is let it sit out for a little bit and let it acclimate, I think is the word I'm going for. And for a few hours, you don't want to let it sit out too long. You don't want to let it dry out or anything like that. That's no good. But when you let it sit out and you let it acclimate, the licorice flavor, the heavy licorice flavor, kind of like dies out a little bit, and it kind of brings out that really sweet traditional apple flavor to it, which kind of I really enjoy that. This is the first time I really tasted that traditional apple flavor using this, or while I'm smoking this brand of double apple. So like I said, there's definitely a way to control it. If you really like the licorice flavor though, then you're going to want to keep this sealed as much as possible. Don't let it sit out or anything like that. Let it just sit tightly sealed so it keeps that licorice flavor and it kind of keeps the molasses there. The molasses won't. I'm not sure how to describe it, but the licorice flavor, all in all, just will not go away. At least not to my knowledge. I know it didn't go away the first time I smoked it, or the most recent time I smoked it. Smoking ability. when you first pick it up, if you're smoking it for the licorice flavor, it's going to be kind of harsh. If you're used to licorice flavors, it might not be as harsh for you. But even if you are used to licorice flavors, it might still be a little bit harsh. Only because that licorice flavor kind of gets really sweet, both on the inhale and the exhale. So it can be kind of hard to smoke. But if you let it sit out and to bring out that really sweet apple flavor and traditional apple flavor, then this isn't really hard to smoke, and it's actually really enjoyable. As you can see, it also produces nice clouds, which is kind of a hit and miss for standard Nakhla flavors. Um, Sometimes they produce some of the nice, thickest, softest, fluffiest clouds out there, and sometimes they can be some of the most light, transparent, pitiful clouds. They're not pitiful, but you understand what I'm saying. So all in all, guys, I give this shisha a 3.5 out of 5, and I'm actually, since I'm kind of giving it, kind of being a little bit ignorant to it, because I guess I can kind of see it as a 4 out of 5, because the more and more I smoke this with that sweet apple flavor, the more I'm starting to actually enjoy it. But if it was that licorice flavor, I would definitely give it only a 3 out of 5. But that's personal, or yeah, 3 out of 5. But that's personal opinion, because I really don't like licorice flavors. So if you do like licorice flavors, then this might be something that you'd enjoy. So until next time, guys, this is Rob from Hookah Smoking Caterpillars. Oh, by the way, go Pittsburgh Penguins. Today's the Stadium Series game against the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm really excited for it. It comes on in about an hour and 15 minutes. Hopefully my fandom for the Pittsburgh Penguins doesn't stray any of you away from these reviews. I don't know if there's any hockey fans out there watching this, but or especially Flyers fans. Can't really say anything good about your team. That's just because I'm a hardcore Pittsburgh Penguins fan. So remember, we're only here for hookah reviews and hookah things, you know. So until next time, guys, this is Rob with Hookah Smoking Caterpillars. Go Pittsburgh. Take it easy.